and I've been in situations that have been not so great.
Jesse Walters was at the center of a bizarre cheating scandal a few years ago. The details of his infidelity already seemed unsettling, but then he exposed the shocking truth behind it. And you're never going to believe how insanely creepy Jesse's affair really was. Jesse is a Fox News anchor, and he's been employed at the network for over 20 years. In that time, he's had at least 2 separate workplace romances, one of which was incredibly alarming. When Jesse cheated on his wife with a colleague, everything that surfaced about his affair was extremely disturbing. Jesse actually met his wife Noelle while working at Fox News. Noelle was working in the advertising and promotions department while Jesse was the host of a web show at the time. They started dating, but not everything was happily ever after. Jesse and Noelle ended up getting married in 2009. 2 years later, they welcomed their twin daughters. But despite having the picture-perfect family, Jesse would eventually turn their worlds completely upside down. When Noelle's maternity leave was over, she decided not to return to the network. Unfortunately, Jesse seemed to view that as an opportunity to do something absolutely disturbing. He started having an affair with another Fox News employee, Emma DeJavian. It was already bad enough that he was cheating on Noelle in the first place, but there were so many startling details about his secret romance with Emma that made the affair seem even worse. Emma wasn't just a random employee at Fox News. Jesse was actually her boss, and she worked as his associate producer, but that wasn't the only reason why their affair was so off-putting. Emma was also younger than Jesse, but not just by a few years. At the time, Jesse was 39 years old, while Emma was only 25. Apparently, Jesse and Emma weren't being as secretive about their affair as they thought. There were reportedly so many rumors going around about their workplace romance, but what happened next was still seriously unreal. In November 2017, Jesse came clean to the chief of human resources at Fox News. He revealed that he'd been having an extramarital affair with Emma, but the aftermath wasn't nearly as nerve-wracking as you might have expected. After Jesse and Emma both met with management, the network made a decision. They followed the protocols that had been put in place after other inappropriate workplace situations had been brought to light. This is so astonishing. If you aren't already aware, there have been multiple disturbing allegations regarding the workplace culture at Fox News. The network has reportedly made some positive changes over the years, but their way of handling this problematic affair was honestly bizarre. Emma was able to keep working at the network, but she was transferred to another show, and Jesse seemingly faced no consequences after all of his unbelievable behavior at work. But at home, it was a different story for Jesse altogether. Supposedly, Noelle had already filed for divorce in October. This meant that Jesse's choice to voluntarily break the news of his affair to the network wasn't exactly as it appeared. Noelle had allegedly found out that Jesse was cheating the month before he met with human resources. In all actuality, he probably realized his affair was going to eventually be exposed. Since the divorce was still being processed, it wouldn't be public knowledge for a few months. By coming clean before then, Jesse at least had the chance to seem like he was doing the right thing by being open and honest. But not long after Noelle filed for divorce, Jesse made a really insensitive decision. Jesse and Emma supposedly went on a Caribbean vacation together while Noelle was adjusting to her new life as a single mom. Obviously, Jesse and Emma continued their relationship, but not everything stayed the same. In March 2018, when Jesse and Noelle's pending divorce was publicly announced, Emma made an unexpected choice. She decided to leave her job at Fox News, seemingly to avoid being called out for her part in the affair. But she clearly didn't want to distance herself from Jesse too much. Jesse and Noelle's divorce was officially finalized in March 2019, and just 5 months later, Jesse proposed to Emma. They wasted no time in taking the next step, and in December of that year, they got married. But that's not all they had in store for their future. Believe it or not, Jesse and Emma welcomed a son, Jesse Jr., in 2021, and the following year, Jesse made a shocking admission on live TV. He found himself in some seriously hot water because the comments he'd made were ridiculously creepy. In April 2022, Jesse managed to turn a Fox News segment about saving the environment around in a crazy way. He switched the topic from climate change to something else that's unbelievably concerning. While he was on the air, Jesse shamelessly revealed how he and Emma had actually met. Of course, he didn't explain that he was already married at the time. He also forgot to mention that he was Emma's boss and 14 years older than her. But still, what he confessed was totally outrageous. Jesse claimed that he let the air out of Emma's tires so that she wouldn't have a way to get home. Apparently, he then asked her if she needed a ride. The whole time, she had no idea that he set up the extremely manipulative situation. To make matters worse, Jesse didn't just talk about his unnerving story. He actually bragged about it, like it was some type of master plan that he should be proud of for some reason. But Jesse's co-host looked absolutely shocked by what he admitted. Jesse attempted to defend himself by saying that it was fine because he and Emma were happily married, but not everyone appeared to be totally convinced. Janine Pereira, one of Jesse's co-hosts, asked him if he'd ever used the startling tire trick before that instance. Hopefully Jesse was joking when he replied that it worked like a charm, but even if he was trying to make light of the situation, the reality of it was terrifying. I couldn't believe it when Jesse said that Emma hadn't ever found out the truth. His disturbing method of basically tricking a woman into his car had been a complete secret. That is until he exposed it on the air. Some people saw saw the segment and realized right away how genuinely scary Jesse's revelation was. A few social media users brought up the creepy details that he had conveniently left out and made a truly insane comparison. One of Jesse's first roles at Fox News was a staffer on Bill O'Reilly's show, and in 2017, Bill O'Reilly's multiple lawsuits involving inappropriate behavior in the workplace came to light. That's already pretty crazy, but Jesse's other mentors and colleagues at the network had similar pasts. After the scandal with Bill O'Reilly was revealed, Jesse replaced Eric Bolling on The Five. Eric got his own show but ended up leaving the network after his own controversial behavior was exposed. It probably shouldn't come as a huge shock that Jesse was unfaithful and disturbing. The comments that he's made on live TV over the years have been honestly repulsive. In 2014, Jesse basically said that the only thing that matters about women is how they look. He's also taken a couple of breaks during his Fox News career because he's made a few very indecent remarks. It's honestly strange that he's managed to keep his job at the network for over 20 years. Based on what Jesse and Emma share on their social media accounts, they're still married. Apparently, she wasn't too bothered by how strangely he had forced his way into her life, but Jesse must have been tired of getting criticized for his weird manipulative confession. Not long after the podcast aired, he claimed that he'd been joking about deflating Emma's tires. I don't know about you, but I feel like he seemed very genuine during that segment. Why else would he have kept up the act, even when his co-hosts were surprised? Obviously, we won't know what really happened unless Emma speaks out about it, but I have a feeling that she probably won't be doing that anytime soon. But what do you guys think? What do you think about Jesse's secret relationship with Emma? Do you think he was actually joking about letting the air out of her tires, or was he trying to cover his tracks? Let me know in the comments below.